Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Adam Dell, CEO of Domain Money, to discuss how crypto is evolving as an asset class, managed strategies, and approaching the metaverse. Adam, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thanks for having me.
You got it. And as cryptocurrencies mature as an asset class, how can investors approach crypto with the same seriousness they do with equities or fixed income?
It's a great question. You know, the importance of crypto is clear. It is particularly the area of blockchain, the future of how money will move around. And as investors look for access to that asset class, we think a diversified portfolio of a variety of cryptocurrencies is a solid way to approach that market.
And Adam, how should investors approach the metaverse? In other words, what's the best way to invest in companies involved in that effort?
Yeah, if you look at the research we've published on the metaverse, our focus is on the infrastructure, the companies that are building the hardware, headsets, the digital experiences, the storage, the rendering capabilities that are necessary to stand up the metaverse. That's the focus of our metaverse strategy, which is really not focused on mining for gold, but providing the picks and axes.
Right, and perfect segue to my next question. Why are managed strategies for investing in crypto better than choosing individual coins?
Well, you know, consumers understand Amazon, they understand Johnson & Johnson, they understand Shell Oil. It's very difficult for the average consumer to really get underneath the hood of what is Ethereum, what is Decentraland, what is Render. And we have focused our investment team on understanding those underlying assets and doing so in a way that allows the consumer retail investor to just pick a portfolio of assets rather than trying to understand the underlying technologies that make up each.
And how should investors approach decentralized finance, or what we're calling DeFi?
DeFi is one of the most exciting aspects of the blockchain technology ecosystem. Moving money through money markets where consumers can borrow and lend in a decentralized exchange is incredibly powerful. DeFi volumes have gone from less than 5 billion in 2018 to 200 billion last year. We've put together a strategy called Domain Edge, which has a variety of decentralized exchanges in it. It's a great way to invest across a variety of decentralized exchanges rather than making a bet on a single one.
So then, Adam, explain to us, where does Domain Money fit in the ecosystem?
Our goal is to provide managed strategies that give access to this asset class across different segments of it. So our Domain Edge strategy provides broad exposure to the crypto ecosystem. Our Domain Metaverse strategy is focused on the infrastructure layer of the metaverse. Domain Core provides investors access to traditional securities that are very focused on technology-enabled businesses. So we've tried to craft a number of strategies that speak to the needs and desires of consumers to get access to newer technologies that make up the future of our economy.
And what's needed for crypto to continue growing as an asset class?
Well, it's very clear that the engineering community has voted with their feet. What I mean by that is if you look for technology companies that are focused on the plumbing of our banking system that are not embracing blockchain technologies, it's tough to find them. And so our view is that it's quite clear that this is the future of money. And so our effort around blockchain technologies is designed to give investors access to that asset class.
And finally, how should investors think about current volatility that we're seeing in the markets?
Yeah, I mean, the crypto markets are by definition very volatile. But if you look at the underlying trends of utilization, it's quite profound. Visa did $10 trillion in transaction volume last year across its entire network globally. Ethereum alone did 11 trillion. And so if you look at just the underlying trends of utilization of these technologies, despite the current market volatility, adoption and utility is really moving up and to the right.
All right, Adam, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.